Newton's Apple is made possible by a grant from 3M, the company where creative people find ways to make our world even better. 3M, innovation.
Hi, I'm Sujin Pak. Welcome to Newton's Apple and our salute to engineers. Engineers use science and technology to solve problems and turn ideas into reality. They contribute to our health, our comfort, and our safety. Dave Huddleston went to Duluth, Minnesota to find out how firefighters train to handle aircraft disasters. Just try to imagine what it would be like to fight a fire at the scene of a plane crash. Then figure out how difficult, expensive, and dangerous it would be to burn up an airplane every time you wanted to train a firefighter. See if you can identify what kinds of problems the engineers solved.
Paul, you had to ask! You had to ask! Here I am fighting this raging inferno!
Terminate! Whoa! Lucky for me, that was only a simulation. Wow!
In a real plane crash fire, extreme heat and toxic gases can be lethal. Every second counts. So firefighters come from all over the world to train at the Aircraft Rescue and Firefighting Facility in Duluth, Minnesota, where life-size disasters are created every day. Here, a welded steel mock-up of a Boeing 757 sits on what amounts to a giant gas grill, computer-controlled for fire on demand. The whole operation is run from a control tower at the edge of the training area, where I found coordinator Steve Hartsock.
So, Steve, it looks like you have half an airplane out there.
Well, we have as much of the airplane as we need for training. It's about as realistic as you can get without getting a real airplane out there.
Now, I see the flames out there, too. How hot does the fire get?
Well, we use propane. Propane burns at about 1,800 degrees Fahrenheit.
Wow.
Which actually jet fuel burns much hotter. It burns about 3,400 degrees.
3,400 degrees.
Right, which is toasty.
Toasty is an understatement, and a real jet fuel fire is tough to put out. If you spray water on jet fuel, the fuel just floats on top. So foam is used to smother the fire like a blanket, creating a vapor barrier to trap combustible gases and cut off the oxygen from the flames. But for training, jet fuels and real foams pollute, so biodegradable soap suds and propane gas are used to simulate the real thing. And with the computer, Steve can put a fire any place he wants.
I could start that if I wanted to. I could start that under a wing engine.
I get it. So you can manipulate where the fire will actually start.
Right. We can change what we call the footprint of the fire. And the footprint's critical for aircraft crash firefighters. In this case, the footprint involves just the left side of the airplane, which we consider the rescue side.
Can you also manipulate how fast the fire will spread and how slow it will, and the intensity of the...
Intensity, everything. Anything that deals with the fire itself, we can manipulate through the computer.
Before I faced those flames, Instructor Wade Boyott got me suited up. Wait, I feel like a baked potato.
Well, you are a baked potato.
Oh, thank you very much.
But you're a good-looking baked potato. You know, your suit wouldn't be complete without the jacket.
Oh, I do need my jacket.
Yes, you do.
Now, why are they reflective like this?
It's basically when you're down fighting a fire, you have radiant heat. And radiant heat is basically having a fire a little bit away from you and feeling that heat off of it, and your body, usually if you didn't have this suit on, your body would try to absorb that heat. All it does is it reflects heat away from the body.
To test the silver suit's ability to reflect radiant heat, I went one-on-one with a firefighter in a conventional suit, head-on into a wall of propane fire. It was clear that his suit couldn't reflect the heat like mine, and more time in the fire means more time to save lives. But not everyone has these suits, so firefighters still train in their regular gear. There's no sense giving firefighters a false sense of security.
If I teach them to fight their fires down there with this silver suit, and in actuality what they have is a structural outfit, the chances are they're going to get hurt or burned.
I'm glad I had the suit on.
And I'm glad you have it on too.
All right, let's finish getting dressed.
Okay, good.
Yours got it, John. Oh, you guys are good! That's the fastest I've seen. Tommy, your boys got it.
Copy, that's fine. Dave, where you at?
Right here.
You want to get in on this? Yeah. Tommy, you want to pack him out? He's got a pack.
Sooner than I expected, I was called in to join the exercise.
All right. How's that feel?
Well,
a little tight. A little tight? What, can we loosen that up a little?
I was hooked up with an SCBA, a self-contained breathing apparatus. This is because the fire tends to hog all the oxygen.
Look at it again. Just snap it on. There you go. All set to go.
Then I was put on one of the attack lines, but fighting fuel spill fires is tricky. If the nozzle gets too low, it's called digging, and you can easily spray fuel and fire all over the plane. The trick is to keep the nozzle moving and lay the foam down on top of the fuel and the fire. One call to the tower, up came a raging inferno, and the exercise began. Believe me, it was incredibly realistic, even though it was actually computer controlled. Temperature sensors told the computer when we'd used enough foam, and the computer turned off the propane fires.
Oh, wait, that was great. Hey, you did a great job.
Thanks.
I'll tell you what, I'd have you on my team any day.
All right.
Good man.
But the big challenge was yet to come, as the session ended with a disaster scenario created by the computer.
If something happens inside there and comes around, it's your responsibility to start tapping shoulders and saying, hey, I got something back here. Okay? Just keep your eyes open and keep peeling them back and forth. If you keep that in mind, you'll do just great in there. Okay? Let's do it.
The fire started up again, only this time flames engulfed the inside of the plane. We're going in.
Crashed on landing. Only 2 souls on board. Fire surrounding the aircraft. Respond.
As part of the team, I was to follow an attack line into the burning plane, then find and rescue one of 2 passengers on board. The attack line fought their way through the flames, clearing a path to bring in the ladder. In a fuel spill fire with flames in contact with the fuselage, the goal is to reach the passengers within 2 minutes. The toxic fumes from burning materials in the cabin can actually kill faster than the flames. I could feel the heat as I climbed the ladder. At the ceiling in the cabin, temperatures were running 700 degrees. In the cabin, the hose is set on a wide fog dispersal to create a bubble around the passengers, pushing toxic gases away, bringing temperatures down, and dousing the flames. I found my passenger through the smoke and made my way to the wing exit. I was happy just to get the door open. Once both dummies were on the wing, the scenario was over, and I was exhausted. But it made me realize the importance of having a safe place to make mistakes. One life is saved by the training this technology provides. In my book, it's all worth it.
Now that was a rush. Oh, man.